Most of the students have had the pattern, 1 or 2 pattern making classes, so they understand this concept. Have you done much pattern making?
Long time ago.
Long time.
I forgot everything.
Yeah, it'll come back. I'm just adding a 1/2 inch seam for the hem. The seam here is already here. Okay, so this is my center front. Seams already are in there, so I don't need to do that again. They're so heavy. I need to transfer these notches.
When no factory, no, don't use the cardboard again. They're not the factory, they don't use the...
All the graded sizes, like the old school way. But now everybody's overseas on computer. Yeah, everything's on computer. And that's where my contractor ran into trouble, because he did not know how to grade. He did not know how to do a graded pattern. I had to like teach him. I'm like, why am I teaching you? You should be. You're the professional. But yeah. But he was happy, and he cut a little bit off my bill. His mistakes. Anyway, so this is the bust notch, and then this is the high hip. So I'm going to label this right away. This is center front. And I'm just going to call it dress. And it's a size 8, and it's cut to self. And then my style number was 158, right?
Center front, you cut too?
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right, ma'am. Cut 1. I didn't draw the fold. So Miss Davis likes to do this for her patterns. I like to write the word fold. So you can do whatever you want, but you want to make sure that you don't have any seam on this. The seams are already in the other one. Okay?
Do we need the center notch?
Yes, let's do a center notch. That's always a good idea. So a 1/2 notch at the center. And then you don't really need the notch for the hem if your sewing company already knows.
We want to save
It's understood.
money, yeah. One dot, they charge the money too.
So I would, I'm checking here that this is correct. Looks like maybe my notch needs to move down just a little bit. But I can do that on paper too. And then here, I want to make sure that these measurements are all the same. So again, I can check that in the pattern. I need to get rid of some of this paper. That's what's called waist. And from this, I want to add 20 inches, right? So I need to draw that in. And again, from my waist, I'm going to come out. I'm dropping this line. Oops. Dropping this line down from the waist 20 inches. Keep that straight. So 18 plus 2. Okay, same thing here. 18 plus 2. And then this is already coming to an angle, so I'm going to ignore that for now. Just give myself the 3 inches.
So would we kind of repeating what we did for the other one?
Yes, and then as long as you understand pattern making, how they go back together.
Oh, okay, yes.
All right, so you want to make sure you're going to have a notch here that matches that notch, and then I think I added another one, you know, once I get the shape. But what you have to do, Armida, after two, you probably remember this from your pattern, is like here, if I keep my grain line straight, I can either draft it flat, or I can do what I'm going to do, show you right now. I can just take this piece and trace it. Because these two are going to sew together. Okay, and then as long as these pieces are matching, then I can, you know, make those notches match and make everything line up perfectly. So then now I have my front pieces, and they're taking on the flare. Now I need to add the flare to the side seam. Okay, so I've got 20 inches there. And I want to come at another 3 inches here. So 3 plus the 2. And then connect these lines so that my hem is balanced, okay? And then this is your, again, seam is already in there, so I don't need to add it again. Okay, and then you're going to true up those pattern pieces when all is done. This looks a little bit too long, but I'll figure that out. Okay, so, and then the same on the back. Okay.
Thank
All right,
you.
and I'm going to continue to do this so you have an example of the pattern.
Thank you.